All right, welcome everyone to the meeting. It is July 15, 2024 at 5:28 p.m. Welcome everyone. This meeting is following open meeting laws and is open to the general public. We will be performing an audio-only recording of the meeting. Welcome to the meeting. In attendance is Dan and Dina. The whole board is here. Tom, Jamie, Danielle, and we also have in attendance Melissa Strickland and Stephanie Studley. Melissa and Stephanie are here so we can discuss the farmer market requests for license. You should have received an email on that today, and also there's information in your packets about it. Dan, do you want to start on this?
Is the first on the agenda? Yeah, we can get right into it.
Yeah, it's the first item on the agenda.
Perfect. I mean, we have Melissa on the left and Stephanie on the right. Stephanie actually has a farm down on Auburn Street. It's pretty cool. That would be the location she's inquiring about. And then Melissa has already went to the selectmen to do the 4 Thursdays in September. Am I correct?
Correct.
Okay. So she's already got approval from them. So for me, basically all I'm looking for today, at least from Melissa, is the understanding of anyone that you have up there, any food vendors would have to be permitted, and it's your responsibility to make sure they get permitted. And then the other big one, I think that's the biggest one for me. And then the other big one is obviously we're still missing paperwork for stuff, which I know you're waiting for to get approval, if I understand correctly, with the insurance and whatnot.
The insurance, I was waiting to get.
Yeah, so we'll need the insurance, the taxes paid affidavit. So today, I don't know if they'll do a vote. They'll probably just kind of do a vocal, and I don't want to speak for them. It's up to them. As long as they're gonna make sure you understand that they're only going to give approval once all the paperwork's in, which obviously I know you just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll give you the approval pending all paperwork is submitted. I don't know if you want to talk to them at all about what your ideas are, or if you want to say a few words, you can, or if they have any questions,
Yeah, so this was something we had tried to start years ago, and did get the select board approval pending insurance, obviously. We're planning on doing it in September on Thursday evenings in the Upper Town Park area.
Okay.
And like near the gazebo in that area there. See how it goes in the fall, and then maybe look to, add dates next year.
Okay.
And I guess that's it. If you have any questions for me or anything.
Yeah, no, and obviously anyone that's just selling raw produce, things like raw honey, eggs, they don't need a permit from us.
Yeah,
they're able to be up
I
there.
understand and all that when we spoke.
And then the big one is if you just have any food trucks or anything come up, just make sure they're licensed in town. The one big thing I would ask for, because obviously you couldn't provide it right away, but one of the things you will have to provide is a vendor list.
Yeah.
I think let me just make sure I have the exact date. So obviously the first market would be September 5th, correct? That's the first Thursday in September.
Mm-hmm.
So that maybe personally, I'd like to see it by, say, August 29th, which is the Thursday before, get it in, just so I have an idea. Especially someone might tell you, oh yeah, we're licensed in Whitman, and they were really licensed last year. So at least that gives me a week. I can reach out and say, hey, by the way, food truck X actually isn't licensed, it expired a month ago, just so then you can tell them to reach out.
Okay.
It should be simple for most of them. They all get licensed in every single town they do work in, so they shouldn't have much trouble with it, but I don't want to have to come down there and blame it on you.
I don't want you to have to do that either.
Yeah, so that's the big thing, and obviously you understand that, so I feel comfortable with it. And then I don't know if the board has any questions for you, but...
A few. Go ahead, Tom.
Yeah, I know you said you would like to be in the gazebo area. Are you planning on placing your tables or whatever on the walking areas or on the grass areas?
So I was going to ask Bruce Martin at the DPW to meet me over there to maybe just do a little walkthrough to,
kind of come up with a
kind of
floor
come up with
plan.
a little bit of a plan. So I was going to get an aerial map and then kind of plan it out. My thought was, if you're on the corner of what's Essex?
Park Avenue, Hayden?
Essex and what's?
It's Park Ave.
It's Park
Is it?
Avenue.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry, yeah, I don't know. There's the walkways and there's like a triangular shape there. I was thinking maybe laying out the tables within that triangular shape so people could walk along the walkways to the path. But I was hoping Bruce might have some input too, because I don't, traffic flows and things like that. So that was kind of my thought, and open to his suggestions too if he thinks something would be better.
Would you think about people bringing their own bags? And would you have plastic or?
Actually,
What was your
we're gonna.
thoughts?
Do you mean shopping bags or trash bags?
The bags for putting the produce in.
So we were gonna try and get some of the reusable shopping bags labeled Whitman Farmers Market, sponsorships and things like that. And then, no, I don't think we'd offer plastic bags. If vendors want to provide their own, but I think we'd be encouraging reusable.
We're actually not allowed to use plastic bags.
In Whitman, oh, that's right, okay.
Yeah, so that is something to consider.
All right, so we would let the vendors know in our package for them that they can't provide plastic bags.
They can use paper or
do
reusable.
Yeah.
Reusable is fine too.
I think a lot of people that will go down to a farmer's market will probably bring their
Yeah.
own.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so,
Hopefully, but
but you don't know.
Yeah.
The other thing in payment, can they do payment cash, Venmo, credit
That would
card,
be up to
all
the
that?
vendors if they want to accept Venmo or not. The farmer's market itself will not be collecting payments.
No.
I think it would be up
Oh,
to
I
each
see.
individual vendor if they want to. I don't know if they can do like the Square transaction
Yeah,
things.
yeah.
I don't know what that will work with Wi-Fi, but we will leave that up to them.
Any estimate how many vendors you might get?
I'm planning on keeping it relatively small as we start because I expect we'll have, a learning curve as we're doing things.
5, 10, 12?
No, I was thinking between 10 and 20.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, thanks.
And off the top of your head, do you happen to know if anyone accepts EBT?
That's something so I reached out to, and I'm not going to get the name on, you guys might know Mass Farmers Market, or I think you guys have sent me the link. And there is a woman who can help with, I believe it's accepting like SNAP benefits and things like that, which I haven't gone into just because we didn't have the official approvals yet. So that is something I don't know that we would have ready for September, to be honest, but if we did continue on, we'd definitely want to do that.
Thank you. And where do you live?
I live in Hanson.
And your business is in Hanson?
So I'm in real estate. So we lived in Whitman for years. My kids actually still attend Whitman schools.
I was just curious why you picked Whitman over Hanson.
This is kind of like our home base. So, and my business partner's business is in Whitman.
And who's your business partner?
JMD Services.
And what about trash? What's going to happen with the trash?
I was intending on having the vendors be responsible for their own trash. They bring a bag, they carry out.
And what about the other trash? Do you know?
What do you mean? Like if people shopping?
Shopping, people eating.
that would be, in my opinion, the DPW.
Yeah, I don't know how
For
much
me,
people-
it's their park. It's
All right. And did the selectmen tell you, the select board, sorry, they've just been renamed. Did they tell you where in the upper park, or did they just say the upper park's okay?
I explained to them the route plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And have you reached out to your insurance company yet?
No, Mass Farmers Market has actually a farmers market program, insurance program, so I'm just gonna go directly through them. I've been told by them that it's pretty straightforward.
Okay. And you do have the checklist, right?
I can
Yes.
see that, is that?
The
that's something that- Yes, I do have that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And also on there, you need to share your emergency contact with the police and fire. And we work closely with them, just so you know.
I was planning on reaching out to the police anyway, because I kind of feel like I want to have a detail just with people possibly crossing the street. So I was going to plan on reaching out to them anyway to see what their thoughts were.
All right, you might want to see what the price is too.
Yeah. It's a short window. I mean, we're not doing it for a long period of time, and I just want things to go smoothly.
warning you.
Okay.
Melissa, one more question. You plan to go approximately from 4 to 8.
Yeah.
In the end of September, I don't know how dark it is, what time it gets dark.
I did check that. I don't remember the exact times, but we were before sunset. And and I don't know if I have the time, but I think that we had the market ending at 7, and we were
Clean
given a
up.
45-minute window for everyone to clean
Okay.
up and pack up and things.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you have any questions?
No, that was it.
Do you think we covered it all?
I think so.
Okay, so you're really clear that Dan needs a list 1 week prior to of every food vendor that's going to be there.
And I don't need the list of if, for example, Lipinski's Farm is coming to put corn. I don't need to know that. It's just more
It's
so
prepared.
people that would, any prepared food.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
That's what.
Or
I would be
food
concerned.
trucks,
Or food
Yeah.
trucks.
or food
Yeah,
trucks.
food trucks, prepared food, someone that comes to sell baked goods.
Yep.
But anyone doing raw produce, honey, eggs, I don't
You
need.
don't need to know anything.
So if Dan shows up at your event and there's somebody there selling that we should have been on the list and is not licensed, not only do they get fined, you get fined.
Yeah,
Okay.
super clear.
Okay, okay, as long as you're clear on that. So what I recommend, and I'll see if Dan is in agreement with this, that we provisionally,
Approve?
Grant
a
approval.
grant approval, because what we were going to discuss later is possibly passing over August for a meeting.
Yeah.
So this way, we grant provisional approval, leaving Dan in charge of the final approval on this.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So, are you good with that, Dan?
I'm fine with that. I mean, basically for me, now that she has it, I'm sure she'll get the insurance, and then get everything
Okay.
in for us.
So if the ducks aren't all in order, Dan will just say no. And,
Yeah.
you know, it will keep, September 5th will pass and move on to the next one. If the ducks aren't in order for the next one, then, and so forth. So,
Might you want to put that in writing so that they have that too?
well, it will be in our minutes.
Yeah, it'll be in our
and-
minutes, and we'll get it tonight.
So we're gonna do that right now. So do I have a motion to conditionally, approve, the farmer's market license pending all required documents and payment submittals, leaving the final approval to, Dan?
Motion.
Seconded.
Second. Vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So we have 3 yeses. Are we good with that wording also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, great. Okay, we're good with you, Melissa.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank
wanna
you
head
for
out?
coming.
Good luck.
Thank you for explaining it to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you all so much. I appreciate your
Good luck with the farmer's market.
Thank you.
All right, Stephanie. Well, would you like to explain to us what you would like to do?
Sure. So, well, we purchased the farm on the Whitman farm at 856 Auburn a couple years back. And we're
856.
basically trying to bring it back to life. So, with a lot of work and, changes from it not being used as a farm for quite a while, we have a lot of projects going on, but we hope to continue doing more for the community. So, we were hoping to give a question. So we were hoping to we do some, a couple events there now, and we're growing our own vegetables now. Have a big garden, recently did an orchard, and that type of stuff. So hopefully lots of fun things in the future that we wanted to start by doing a farmers market and kind of bringing people there and opening up more to the public. So I had worked at the Rockland Farmers Market for a couple of years and sold my products there. I make goat milk soap and
You make what?
goat milk soap.
Oh, okay.
So I sold that and did it there. And then as I was in Rockland, because I grew up in Rockland and but I've been in Whitman for 18, 19 years now. And everybody in Whitman was like, why are you not in Whitman? so trying to bring it back to the base.
Now,
Yeah.
B56 Auburn, where is that near?
Is that right, Beaver?
Which end is that?
Beaver, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Right
but
on the corner
yep.
of the river and the
Yeah.
island that's in the
So it's down towards Carousel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's
Okay.
near Smith's.
Oh, on the
The one that looks
left.
like a farm.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
She has a really,
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that.
Stephanie has a really cool setup over there. Chickens, goats,
Oh.
turkeys.
One single
Oh,
turkey.
okay, one turkey now, but yeah,
How
so.
long have you owned that?
So we bought it in May of 2021.
Oh, I'm so happy that, it's coming back to us. It's a
Yeah,
beautiful
we're-
house,
We were
too.
trying to keep it what it was, and
Oh, good. Good for you. So, you're calling it a farmer's market.
yes.
So are you bringing in other vendors or you are?
Yes.
Okay.
That was my hope, is to kind of a lot of the same stuff that Melissa was doing at the park, but at my home base.
And have you talked to the selectmen yet?
I have not.
Select board?
I don't know that she truthfully needs to, and that can be something I can find out.
Okay.
But I think Melissa only talked to them because she's using the town park. Because it's on her property, in my opinion, she doesn't need to, but I will
Yeah,
confirm
that's
that.
actually a very good point. I tend to agree with you.
Yeah.
I think she just needs some licensing from us for vendors that are
Yeah.
food preparers and food
Correct.
trucks.
And that's.
I think,
and-
actually you don't.
Yeah.
I don't think you do.
Yeah.
And I also am in the process of doing the residential
Residential
kitchen for
kitchen.
myself, and I've
I
already
heard you have
taken-
2 kitchens.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I would be thrilled.
And I've already taken the food manager course and
Yeah.
the Allison course and all that.
So you've done the serve safe?
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. And do we have that paperwork or is that?
Not yet. I did send you the certifications by mail.
Oh, did you
Thank
make
you.
it?
A while back, when we were first.
I do think,
Oh, maybe I do have them.
yeah, but so, I'll end up going out, doing an inspection, and then she'll basically be good to go. And then the big thing there is obviously she'll be able to sell baked goods when she does the farmers markets. The one other thing you will have to do, which I don't know if I've talked, you'll have to pull a business license with the clerk.
Yes.
Which
I think-
is
no, I
simple.
think I did that.
You might already
I
have,
did.
yeah.
I did
It's
already
pretty
do that.
quick,
Yeah.
so,
And
with
what's,
Stephanie's for me, it's a little bit more simple than most.
Yeah,
It's not the
it's
town
much
park.
simpler.
And obviously the big thing again would be if you want to bring a food truck out,
Mm-hmm.
just make sure they're permitted with us.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have a timetable on when you want to start them. So I assume you might participate with Melissa from the sounds of, well, participate at her farmer's market in September. And maybe that's a good time to start kind of get word of mouth out there about over on Auburn Street.
And so I think mine would be, I know she's saying hers are like Thursdays, mine would be primarily weekend.
Yeah.
that makes sense, yeah.
Or the Saturday morning,
What do you bake?
thing. I'm not currently baking. I do bake my own bread, but, and we did that kind of like as
Yeah.
a, in the future thing right now. Right now I'm just doing like soaps and stuff that,
Very good.
that everybody at the Rockland one would come to me and they'd go, oh, fudge, and they'd go, I'm like, no, it's soap. And they'd go, "Oh."
Yeah, I agree. I'm totally, you're right. I don't think the selectmen need,
Yeah,
the select
to be
board
involved.
need to be involved at
It's on
all.
private property,
I think
so.
it's just the food, any prepared food,
Yeah.
those people there need licenses. Again, like I said to Melissa, you would be fined
Yep.
if we show up and
So,
they're not licensed, everybody gets fined all across the board. So,
So we plan to start kind of like smaller in the beginning. I have a driveway around, we're gonna do tables in the front. And then eventually, as we grow, we have like a 4-acre giant field in the back. So if we did move to food trucks and stuff, we have a.
Yeah.
and you have plenty of parking?
Yes.
Okay, because that's the only thing I would be forewarned about, is because I know people are funny over there on that street about some things. And if people are blocking Auburn Street, there's going to be an issue. I know there will be. So,
Now, is it an option to have, because I have the island in front of my house, so is that?
you'd have to talk to the police about that. That
Yeah,
isn't-
that would be-
that is not our department, and we're not delving into.
Obviously, block the street, but.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm sure they would be flexible with you too.
Yeah, I mean, I think you would just have to talk to the police about, Joe Bombardier, the deputy chief, is great about stuff like that.
Okay.
Get his advice on exactly how to work that. Yeah, that would be the best bet there, called Deputy Bombardier. But yeah, we have no issues here at all, I don't think. I don't even think we need a vote, do we? Do we need a vote?
I think we should just,
Do you want to vote as long as everybody's permitted and?
personally for me, like you said, because it's, private property, I don't think you need to vote, and then when she gets her paperwork in, we'll give her the permit, and that
Right.
would be
I
that.
think it's like any other event.
Yeah, for me, it's just like if a new restaurant opened in town,
Right.
they don't need
Or a food
approval to
truck
open
or-
a new
right.
restaurant, they just need to get the paperwork in. Well,
Yeah.
we can help you. with.
If it make you feel better, I'm happy to vote, but
I'm fine without
Okay.
you guys doing a vote.
do you guys have any questions?
I don't.
No?
It's more so as long as you guys are good.
Yeah,
with it.
no, this is
Private
pretty
property.
straightforward. That,
Yeah.
Yeah, you cover yourself insurance wise.
Yes, so I have, I'm gonna do this.
You don't have to tell me, I'm just warning you.
I have my own private homeowners in business.
Yeah, I'm just warning you that if you're gonna have people on your property, you wanna do what's right for you, so. Yeah, I think,
then you're good to go.
yeah, thanks for sharing with us, and I wish you luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, hopefully we have a lot to offer the community in the future.
Yeah, I think this is,
The more the better.
That's fantastic.
and
I
I'm
need
glad.
somewhere to get produce.
Yeah, we do.
I-
Tersians used to have it. I think they got it from that area too.
Who is it?
Tersians
Oh, okay.
on the corner of 27 and 18.
Oh,
You used to have the
yeah.
produce stand.
Yeah, that little stand there
Yeah.
across from Convey's.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes, be told by.
I'm pretty sure that's where it
A lot
came
of
from.
stuff growing in the greenhouse, and I'm still learning as I go, but.
No, I'm glad that's coming back to life. So that's great for the community. Thank you very much for coming.
Awesome, thank you. So,
Thanks.
Yep.
Thanks.
Thanks. If you have any questions, just give a call.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah, thank you. That's nice.
All right, we're going to move on to our regular business. Do I have a motion to approve the meeting minutes for 6/10/2024?
Motion?
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. We will now move on to the health agent's report. Mr. Kelly, is there anything you would like to discuss?
No, unless anyone has any questions or stuff on there, everything that I can think of was basically standard. The only thing I will just point out, just as if we do go along further, in the past, when I first started doing my inspector's report, we would always meet on the last Thursday of the month. And I don't mind that it has changed, but I always just, because it was last Thursday of the month, I was comfortable giving them the July report, because it would be like July 28th or so. Now, sometimes we meet, right now it's July 15th, so it's really only been half the month.
Yeah.
And this kind of ties in with what we're suggesting of potentially skipping the month of August. What I would do for when we would meet in September, I'd give you the August report, which then that would put me, then when we meet in October, I'd give you the September
Yeah,
report,
cycle.
as long as you guys are okay with that.
Yeah.
Kind of like how the nurse report is now. That's how she
I'm
does
good.
it.
That makes sense.
Yep. Okay, anything else?
Was there a house that had a fire or something on the corner of Glen Street and Route 18?
There
What's
could
that?
have been,
There's
I
all
would have been
furniture
called to
there.
that. So if you see on there was a house on Park Ave that I was called to, and that's because it was a state-owned house.
Park Ave? Yeah, all right.
So they
Yeah.
just wanted me to take a quick peek over there. But if it's a private residence, unless it's a hoarding, oh, yes, I was called
You know what I
to
mean?
that. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I was actually, that was a little bit ago, but I was there for that because of the condition of the home, and if it was gonna deem it safe for the people to go back in or not.
Okay.
So, yeah, I see they've had some dumpsters over there as of recent, cleaning some stuff out, so.
Speaking of dumpsters, how's A1 Prime doing?
They're still waiting. It's, they have had some movement over there. Though.
Yeah,
They
I've
finally
seen stuff.
emptied the full dumpster that was there,
I've seen stuff going on in there.
and they're doing work.
Yeah.
That's
They're
across from the fire station,
station.
the gas station there.
Gas station.
Oh, Prime. Yeah.
Oh,
They had the
across
roof
the
on
street
now.
from them.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have a roof now.
Yeah, they do have a roof now, so hopefully I'll get a call when they're very, very close to being done for me to come out.
I was
and
just
do
wondering if you knew the
inspection.
progress, because I do see stuff going on there.
I see stuff going on, but until they get really close, they won't start reaching out to me for an inspection, so nothing yet, so they must not be that close.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That should do it.
All right.
on mine.
Acceptance of the health agent's report and read file. Motion?
Motion?
Second?
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. We will now move on to the public health nurses report. Neither of them are here. I read the report And there are some tick-borne diseases out there. We urge people to be careful and to use tick repellents. And we had quite a bit of Lyme disease for our little area. There is triple E in surrounding communities. You really need to
Where your bug spray.
wear your bug spray. You need to take really good precautions about Lyme and tick. Tick and mosquitoes. This is the time of year we see a lot of it. We start to see triple E, and we're seeing a lot of Lyme. Triple E is really concerning.
Yeah, it's been in Rockland and in Hanson.
Rockland and Hanson, so if you think it's not in Whitman, you're mistaken.
Yeah.
The next bite
So-
will be here.
Samples in Whitman, Hanson and Rockland were West Nile virus.
Yes, West Nile.
They both do?
Both.
Oh, really? I'm sorry. West Nile virus,
Yeah.
write that. We're gonna change that to West Nile.
Yeah.
Triple E will also
Yeah.
Yeah.
be shortly, I'm sure. Also, there are other we have showing up with other tick-borne diseases on this report
Yeah.
that are a little more rare, but they are here, and people need to be aware of that. The other one thing I will mention, that I feel like I say this every time, our COVID numbers were running really, really slow to steady, and they are increasing. There are 2 new variants. The CDC has approved new vaccines for the fall, a new annual vaccine that's going to target this new variant. For now, people need to be aware that there are new variants that are spreading across the country, and our numbers are increasing. That's not scary, but it is, just be aware. That's all I have to say on that. Anybody have any questions?
Nope.
Okay, acceptance of the public health nurses report and be filed. Motion?
Motion?
Second?
Second.
Vote?
Yes.
Yes, 3 yeses. And do I have a motion to accept the licenses as issued?
Motion?
Second, and vote?
Yes.
Yes.
3 yeses. At this time, we will begin discussion on internal Board of Health business. The only thing, our rabies clinic was on June 22nd from 10 to 12. We had vaccinated over 60 animals from 15 different communities. It was the best one we've had in the time I've been here. So this is what, the 4th one I've done, 3rd or 4th one I've done?
Yeah.
So it went really, really well. We are so thankful to the VFW. That parking lot couldn't have worked any better for us. The day was nice. It just worked like clockwork. So it went really well. Our volunteers were great, and it went spectacularly. So if I could change one thing, I would stop people from coming at 9 a.m. because the vet does not show up till 10 a.m. and we are already an hour behind. By the time our clinic's from 10 to 12 and we don't start till 10. So, at 11:15, there's no one there, but anyway, we'll address that next year. But it was really well, and we want to thank our volunteers and thank the vet and thank the VFW. Also, the Massachusetts runs a free meals for kids program. Anybody under 18 can get free lunch. Whitman Hanson school system does not, unless you're in the Conley Camp program, does not have a free lunch program for the kids, but it is available at several places in Rockland. So what I will do is, if anybody is interested and reads our minutes, which I question, I will forward the information to Dina, and she will have that information in the office, but it's available 5 days a week for anybody under 18. They have to eat it on site, and there are several different locations in Rockland that it's available. Anybody in Whitman under 18, anybody in the Commonwealth actually under 18 is available. This is available lunch 5 days a week. You have to show nothing. You can just come, eat on site, and then leave. So I will forward that information to Dina, and she will have that in the office if anybody needs it.
You mentioned something about Conley School.
The Conley runs a camp program,
Just a summer program.
a summer program.
And they're not
And
eligible?
they are feeding their
Oh,
kids
they are.
there, but they can't feed outside kids. So the
Gotcha.
kids that go to the Conley program are receiving lunch.
Okay, got it.
But for anybody that's not in that program, they can go to the Rockland programs and get lunch. Anybody else have anything?
Do we want to advertise that anywhere, like on the website or in the town's
We can put
website?
it up on our website.
Yeah, I mean, I have the
Easy.
stuff. It's the
Yeah.
schools have put it out there.
Yeah, that's.
The schools have spread this news, and that's how I heard about it, because I'm on the school's website. But I will forward it to Dina, and I have it in English and Spanish, so. If there's nothing further, we were discussing, because this August being August, we don't have a lot of pressing stuff, skipping August and doing something early September.
That sounds good.
We don't know what is that okay?
That's,
Yeah,
Well, Tom's just looking at me.
I'm listening to the boss.
it's fine with me.
So I don't know what your schedule is, Jamie.
I am
or
off
Tom.
Mondays.
You're off Mondays. That
How's it
works.
going, by the way?
I
Okay.
start tomorrow. Wanna know?
They've been
Ask
easy,
me in
huh?
September.
Monday the 2nd is Labor Day. Monday the 9th, good for anybody? Everybody?
That sounds good.
Hey,
Works for me.
Tom?
I just
Probably.
couldn't do the 16th. I will not be in the state.
I am not in the state the 23rd.
So I could definitely do the 9th.
I think the 9th would be great.
September 9,
5:30.
5:30.
Sounds good.
All right, so I have a motion on that. Can I have a second?
Second.
All right, vote September 9th, 5:30.
Yes,
Danielle motion
yeah,
Yeah.
nobody else seconded. I do.
No, Jamie seconded
I
it.
second.
Oh, you did?
Yep, I did.
All right, so we have a vote for 3 on that right now. We can always change or adjust if we have
Okay.
to. All right, anybody have anything else they want to talk about?
I do not.
All right, I hope you all have a nice August. I need a motion to adjourn.
Motion.
So moved, yeah, seconded.
6
Vote.
o'clock.
Yes.
Yes, yes. 3 yeses is 6 PM. It still says AM on my sheet.